Hey, welcome to Mr. GameBot. Today we help you choose an elemental open-world game on mobile by time, device, and budget. No hype, just how it plays, what it asks, and why it's worth your storage. Let's begin. Genshin Impact. Open world with element reactions, freeze, vaporize, overload, clear as day. iOS and Android, global, always online. First install is big and grows with content packs, so use Wi-Fi and keep space free. Sessions can be 10 to 30 minutes, quick commissions, a resin run, or a long story night. Modes lean PvE, exploration, bosses, co-op domains, plus time-limited events. PvP isn't the point. Progression runs on characters, weapons, artifacts, and team synergy. You feel power spike when a reaction team clicks. Monetization is banner gacha with battle pass options. F2P is medium if you pace wishes and farm artifacts, not every unit. Touch controls read well. Controller support exists on some platforms, but phone play is fine. Languages are broad, EN, JP, and more. Community health is strong with weekly resets and frequent events. Why install today? The cleanest reaction system and a huge map you can snack or feast on. Wuthering Waves. Fast parries, crisp dodges, and a combat loop that rewards timing. iOS and Android, global rollout, always online. Download is heavy, then more data on first login. Plan storage like Genshin. Sessions skew 10 to 25 minutes. Daily loops are quick. Boss cycles can stretch. Modes are PvE first. Quests, bosses, simulated challenges, limited time events rotate. Progression mixes characters, echoes, weapons, and resonance synergies. Builds feel expressive and mobile-friendly. Monetization follows gacha banners and passes. F2P sits medium if you anchor on a few core units and skip bait patches. Touch controls are snappy and read well in 60 FPS. Controller isn't required. Language support is wide. The live team pushes frequent fixes and events, so cadence feels active. Why install today? The most responsive action feel in this lane if you like to dodge, counter, and punish. Tower of Fantasy. Shared world exploration with weapon elements and climbing everywhere. iOS and Android, global, always online. Initial download is big. Extra packs follow by region and version. Sessions can be 10 to 30 minutes. Dailies, world bosses, puzzle chests, and co-op events. Modes include PvE exploration, raids, and optional PvP arenas. Social hubs matter. Progression is about weapons, matrices, and resonance sets. You swap weapons mid-fight to trigger effects. Monetization uses banners, passes, and cosmetics. F2P is medium if you plan pulls and focus on 1 or 2 resonances. Touch controls handle movement and swaps fine. Controller support varies. Languages are broad. Content cadence is steady with collabs and seasonal zones, though balance shifts patch to patch. Why install today? A sandbox feel with gadgets and traversal. Perfect if you want to roam with friends. Bleach, Soul Resonance. Anime-accurate combat with flashy Shikai Bankai flair in an open structure. iOS and Android, rolling out by region. Always online when live. Expect a large initial download and additional data at first boot. Sessions run 10 to 20 minutes. Story beats, boss hunts, limited events. Modes lean PvE with set-piece fights. Ranked or competitive windows appear seasonally depending on the build. Progression is characters, weapon skills, and awakening trees tied to Bleach arcs. Synergy matters more than raw rarity. Monetization is banner-based with event currencies. F2P sits medium if you target a small core roster and ignore novelty pulls. Touch controls favor readable cancels and ultimate timing. Controller is not required. Language coverage depends on region. Check your store page for availability and updates. Why install today? Stylish combat and series-faithful skills if you live for Bleach moments on the go. Legend of Elements. Element-driven action launching next month on iOS and Android. Always online at launch is likely. Plan on a sizable download plus day one data. Sessions should fit 10 to 20 minutes. A loop of quests, bosses, and rotating events. The pitch is clear. Elements that interact, builds that stack, and readable combat in a mobile-first world. Expect gacha banners and a battle pass. Aim for F2P medium by saving for units that unlock real elemental routes instead of chasing every release. Touch controls are the focus. Polished feedback is the promise. Regions and languages will expand post-launch. Check the store listing for your country. Why install at launch? Fresh meta, clean elemental design, and a chance to start on day one with a planned pull path. Recap, pick by time and taste. Want the biggest world and the cleanest reaction rules? Genshin Impact. Want fast, skillful combat that rewards parries and perfect dodges? Wuthering Waves. Want a social sandbox with traversal tricks and co-op raids? Tower of Fantasy. Want anime-faithful spectacle from a different universe? Bleach, Soul Resonance. Want a fresh start next month with day 1 routes to plan? Legend of Elements. Tell me your device and your schedule. 5 minutes, 15, or a full evening. I'll map a clean install plan and a safe F2P route for the one you pick. More short, smart gaming every week. I'm Mr. Gamebot. See you next time.